Hello, everyone. Jeff Bouwman here with a quick update. Today is Tuesday, December 10th, 2019. A few things have changed to our agenda for this weekend, so I wanted to quick get some notes out along with this video to help explain everything to you so we don't get too confused. First off, big week. We have the state tournament this weekend, and before we go, we're trying to plan out our lunches and our meals. If you haven't done so already, please click on the first link in our notes here for the lunch order. Fill out the form and let us know how many people intend on eating lunch. I believe the cost is $15 a person. Make sure you have that done by tomorrow, December 11th. If you have any questions, please contact Mrs. Jakubik. Her email is right there. And thank you to everyone that's involved in the planning of our meals and our lunches. It takes a lot off my plate, no pun intended, but I've been working really diligently with our students to try and get the robot ready along with Coach Maher and Coach Patel, and we are doing some really cool stuff right now. So thank you very much. Next up, we have the events. Again, on Friday, the state tournament starts, and it's going to start earlier. They've moved everything up 1 hour. So if I talked with you today and I told you that we should plan on arriving around 11 a.m., that time has now changed. The pits are now going to open at 10 a.m. That's moved up a whole hour earlier. And so all of you that I made mention, I said, please plan on arriving between 10:30. We now need to move up the arrival time to 9:30, 9:45. The pits will open at 10. We'll get to go in, set up. Students can get acclimated. There are going to be a lot of people there. And the lunches will start at 11:30, and I believe judging will start right at noon. So they've moved up our entrance time by 1 hour, which is good. It just means we have to get there a little bit earlier. So plan on having judging, inspection, and I'm guessing 3 matches. If it's anything similar to last year, we'll probably have 3 matches on day number one. Saturday, nothing's changed. The pits will open at 7:30 a.m. and match play will begin at 9. And I'm guessing we'll probably have 3 more matches, and then by noon we'll know alliances and what to expect for the afternoon. So keep your fingers crossed. I'm hoping for an awesome showing. I would love to go really far with this robot. I think it's totally capable of scoring some good points, and we'll see what our students can do. Very excited for them. So a couple things to keep in mind. Number one, when the pit area, you have to have glasses. Got to take care of your eyes. Safety first. One thing that we're going to do, this is a little bit different. After match play is done, after our robot is all set, we're going to bring the robot back into the pit. And coaches and I, we've decided that before you come on down and start talking with us, we'd like to run a 3 to 5 minute meeting with just the students to discuss how the meeting has went and talk with them about what we need to adjust for the next matches, because we're going to have to adjust quite a few things. So not trying to be rude at all. You know me. But one of the things that we're going to do a little different this time is right after the match is done, we're going to have a quick team meeting and talk with just the students based on what they've seen and what we need to change for them before we kind of overwhelm them and everybody comes in and starts to talk. So that's going to be a little bit different. Also, in between matches this time around, we're going to have 3 different jobs for our students to do, because things are going to be a little bit slower. We have just 1 robot at this tournament, not 4, and there are going to be more robots, more matches. So students are going to be on one of 3 teams. We're going to have a preview team, and that team's going to be in charge of finding our alliance partners and discussing with them our strategies, what we can do, what they can do. We're going to have our strategy team that's going to be focusing on fixing the autonomous mode as needed, making adjustments, and planning how to run the next autonomous mode for the next match with the next team, the next alliance partner. And then we're also going to have a scout team that's running, and they're going to be collecting data on other robots that we are going to be facing down the road, and robots that we might be working with as well, just to make sure that we know their strengths and weaknesses before we go into alliance play with them. So we've got a lot of things going on. All right. Team practice this week and last week have been brilliant. Once again, adjustments that we've made. We've been going through the rules pretty close, trying to figure out how to get the most points, how not to be penalized. The new lifting arm is awesome. The parallelogram design that we've been using works fantastic. We've been able to stack 4 or 5 stones, and that's a huge improvement from the Dearborn event. The sidearms are working really good at finding the sky stones and dragging them across the line in autonomous mode. The On the front of the robot, we actually have tiny little wheels underneath that can hook to the stacking plate that will pull the plate out of the build zone to get us points in the end game. So that's working really well. Coach Maher, Coach Patel, they're working like crazy on the autonomous with the students, and they're looking at how to improve drive control to make the robots better. And another thing that we've been really blessed with is having time to drive the robot, and the students get to really get a good feel for it. And last week and today, I got to give a huge shout out to some of the captains from teams 1-2-303, 1-2-379, and 1-2-4-5-9 for taking the time to come in and scrimmage 1-2-2-9-4. So we actually had some students. I couldn't bring the entire team back, but we had a couple students bring the robot back just to scrimmage against the Terrorhawks to help get them ready. And thank you so much to the captains, the students of those teams, and the parents for taking the time to get them in to help make the Terrorhawks better. I really, really appreciate it. It's a really cool thing when you can bring back 3 robots to scrimmage to make, help get the one robot ready. And I really appreciate that. A lot of good things have been happening over the last couple of weeks in practice. I am remarkably calm for state week, but I know our team has really done a lot of great things. I'm excited. I know all of our coaches are, and things are starting to come together. And knock on wood, man, I hope we do well this weekend. I'm very proud of all the students' hard work, and I can't wait to see what we can do this weekend. So if you have any questions, as always, you know how to get a hold of me, baumaj@jibdis.net. Feel free to send me an email. It's going to be an awesome week, Terrorhawk parents. And with that, I'm going to sign off and say thank you very much for taking the time to listen to my message. Have a great night.